How are you gonna lose on Udonis Haslem night? I mean, shame on you, Miami Heat. I mean, I honestly don't know, or I didn't know what tone I wanted this video to be when talking about the game. And I said, I'm just gonna turn on the camera and speak. But now that I'm talking, I'm annoyed. I'm quite annoyed because it's your second loss in a row. You got your ass kicked the last game versus the Toronto Raptors. And if y'all go watch that post-game video, I was not mad because, hey, you're going to have those games a couple times this season where the other team is shooting unbelievably lights out. We saw how emotional the coach was and how important that game was for him, whatever. But you're coming back home. You're playing a terrible Atlanta Hawks team with their best player out. Trae Young did not play tonight. You had a terrible first half. And then you have that beautiful halftime with Udonis Haslem. We'll get into that in a little bit. And then you have an amazing third quarter. But then you come into that fourth quarter and you play like hot trash. You play like a team that is the Atlanta Hawks that doesn't have your star players. That was a pitiful fourth quarter performance. And you know where I want to start? And I don't care if people call me a hater. I want to start with Tyler Hero, who in the box score, if you didn't watch the game, you'd say, hey, he had a pretty good night. He had an efficient 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He shot 10 of 19. That's 52%. 4 and 9 from 3. That's 44%. But his execution in the fourth quarter, I thought, was terrible. He hit that huge monster 3 with like a minute to go at the end of the shot, less than a minute to go. Like at the end of the shot clock, fadeaway 3, him and UD started getting hyped with each other. That's a terrible shot. How are you this high IQ veteran team that's experienced it all? You're such a great scorer, and that's the shot that you're settling for, or they're forcing you to take? Now, I know he hit it, so shout out to Tyler Hill for hitting that shot, but even the fact that that's the shot you took was terrible. And you compound that, that's not even the shot that I'm really mad about. You compound that with the last possession of the game for the Heat, the last offensive possession before the game-winning attempt, if you can even call it that, then get a shot off. You had the Heat were up by 2, right? Like 35 something seconds left. Run an offense, get a good look, get a bucket, go up by 2 possessions and end the game. But no, what Tyler Hero decided to do is stand 35 feet away from the hoop and go bing, 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 ISO, 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 dribble, dribble, dribble. And then wait till there's a second left on the shot clock and take a terrible fadeaway mid-range shot, at which he nearly got blocked. It was such a bad shot. It led to Dejounte Murray in transition, who pulled up for that tough game-winning 3. Run an offense in the fourth quarter. Run an offense on the last possession of the game. Don't just stand there and go ISO and settle for terrible shots against one of the worst defenses in the entire league. You know why? Because Atlanta was going to get the ball back anyways. What's it matter if you gave them another 3 or 4 seconds? Get a good shot off. You know what ends the game? A bucket. It puts you up 2 possessions with under 24 seconds to go. You know what doesn't end the game? Just wasting 24 seconds and giving the Hawks like 7 seconds to come down the court, which is more than enough time. Because after Dejounte Murray hit that game winner, the Heat still had 2 seconds. They had 2 seconds to call a timeout, inbound the ball, get a playoff. They, of course, inbound to Jimmy. He's double-teamed. I'm thinking Jimmy's about to take one of those stupid fadeaways that he does. But no, he passes to a wide-open Caleb Martin, who dribbles. There was 2 seconds on the shot clock. What the hell were you doing in the huddle, Caleb Martin? What were you doing? It's just stupidity. That's why I'm mad. If you gonna lose, then lose. But not because of your own fault. If you gonna lose, get blown out by the Raptors because they shot like 90% from 3. Now, the Heat did play terrible defense that game. But still, the Raptors were unbelievably hot and on fire for that entire game. But when you go into this game and you playing well, and you have that amazing, amazing halftime. Everyone's there. D Wade is there. Alonzo and Timmy and UD. Even my friend, Mario Chalmers, was there. Y'all know I got the podcast, Believe in Miami Heat, with Mario Chalmers. New episode probably dropping Saturday or Sunday. I'll see. They're all there. And to get embarrassed like that in front of all those people is ridiculous. That's very, very sad. I think that's kind of why I'm the most mad. Let's go through this box score a little bit. Talk about these players. Jimmy Butler, I thought he was very good tonight. The aggressiveness, I really thought it was there. I see the 10 free throw attempts or field goal attempts, but the thing that I like to look at the most when it comes to Jimmy's aggressiveness is his free throw attempts. And sure enough, he did have 10 attempts. I felt like he was very aggressive out there, particularly in that second half. We saw him say, hey, this game is kind of getting out of hand. Let's go ahead and try to put it into my hands. He got to the line. He had a huge and one to finally take the lead because, of course, the Heat started down big. I guess I should talk about that. Third game in a row, the Heat with another incredibly slow start. The biggest change today going into the game is Spo decided to bench Kyle Lowry. He put Caleb Martin into the starting lineup. And they kind of had Nikola Jovic run point guard, who all of you people said you didn't want to trade for Dejounte Murray. That's what all of you said. Well, Nikola Jovic tonight shot, what did he shoot? He shot 1 for 5 because all he does is shoot 12% and he's 6'10" and can't make layups at the rim. But you got a team that just went to the NBA Finals and you want to save the 20-year-old kid. For what? Go get Dejounte Murray, win a championship this season. I'm tired of all those Heat fans too, man. Have fun with Nikola Jovic, who'll be a great player in 5 years, but can't make a layup to save his life right now. Everyone's ridiculous, man. They're all ridiculous. And then they're gonna be commenting on this video, probably be posting on Twitter, oh, you hate Tyler Hero. Watch the games. Don't come at me with a box score saying, oh, he was 10 and 19. Or whatever he was. His IQ sucks. It's terrible. Anyways, they started Kyle Lowry was benched. I don't think Kyle Lowry was good either. Didn't make a difference. The Heat were down double digits early. Had a very, I think it was only down 1 at halftime. But had that amazing halftime speech. I mean, Udonis Haslem. I love that guy. I mean, people that aren't Heat fans don't understand his impact to the organization. And I understand I'm probably talking to a lot of Heat fans during this video. We know. I mean, the guy was literally, I was 5 years old when he joined the Heat organization. I'm sitting here at 25 years old now. It's crazy. And as a guy in myself who I lost a lot of weight in my lifetime too, I look up to Udonis Haslem as part of that. I like to implement a lot of what he does in my game as well, as far as the hustling and the will to win and putting winning above everything else. That's something that I respect. And I have a ton of great Udonis Haslem memories. I started watching basketball in 2010. It was pretty much, I think, my first game actually was the game where he had that leg injury. So the first time I really got to see Udonis Haslem play was when he returned versus Chicago Bulls in the playoffs at those monster dunks. And ever since then, I said, that's my guy. And I've had the pleasure to meet him at a Heat meet and greet one time. I got a picture with him, not with me, so I can't put it up, but I do have a picture with him, and I love you, D. And if you ever told me that I'd see Udonis Haslem cry, I would have never believed you. But sure enough, he did tear up at the halftime, and it was beautiful. I love seeing him and Pat get along, and even Haslem had a lot of nice things to say about Mickey Arison. For all those Heat fans that don't like the Arison family, if UD likes the Arison family, I think that's way more important than what us fans think. But it was awesome. It was very nice, and I was in such a good mood, such a great mood, and he had such a great third quarter. Tyler Hero was awesome in that third quarter. Josh Richardson hit some monster shots, had the 4-point play. Everyone's feeling themselves, and then just to blow at the end of the game like that is ridiculous. Especially when you look at these counting stats from the rest of the guys, it's not bad. I mean, Bam Adebayo with 21, 9, and 6. He was 7 of 15. Caleb Martin had 10 and 8. He was 4 for 9. And we talked about Tyler Hero, who had nice counting numbers. The bench didn't really do too much today. Outside of Duncan Robinson, he was 4-7 from 3, but for some reason didn't play a single minute in that third quarter. And then I just want to go to the Hawks side real quick too. Dejounte Murray, the guy that I want on the Heat, 22 and 11. He didn't have the most efficient night himself, but hey, he made the winning plays when it mattered. He got the stops when it mattered. And then also shout out to random scrub Heat killers, Patty Mills and Garrison Matthews. They combined for almost 20 themselves. Those guys pissed me off. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think I'm over? Listen, I guess I should say too, I know this is only game 1 of 82, and in the grand scheme of things, it cannot mean a lot. But to lose on Udonis Haslem nights is very frustrating to me. Like, seriously, and to do it in that way. And I'm tired of this terrible execution in the fourth quarter, game after game after game. They would be fighting for the 2nd seed in the East if they weren't so stupid when it comes to late in games. But that's really all I got to say for this video. Let me know what y'all think down below. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe because it does help me out a lot. The next game, I think, is Sunday versus somebody. But no, I don't care who it is. I'll be watching because I put myself through this no matter what. And it's also kind of fun to overreact because I know come June, they're going to be right back in the NBA Finals, baby. So don't be calling me stupid or nothing because I'm acknowledging that I'm likely overreacting. I'll see y'all after the next game.
Look, pull up in your city tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.